Hello, and thanks for tuning in or checking out the recording. Um, my name's Joe. I'm just going to be talking about some things that I want to put into like presentation form so that I can possibly hand off or give to people so that if they ever need to learn how to move around and get through some AI stuff, they can at least get started. So I want to put together a presentation for that. What I was thinking is probably PowerPoint is going to be involved. There's going to be a couple things. So I'm going to be trialing and erroring it as I go. But one of the first things I'm going to do is I'm going to create a GPT to do it. Um, all. So we're going to go through that. And as I think of the different, ways I'm going to be going about this, I'm going to check the stream, just make sure everything is good. And we'll just, I guess, get going on this. I'm going to focus probably on Grok first because it is X that I'm mainly streaming for. But the other channels, I do use other AI. So there's going to be a lot of, this and that's about ChatGPT. And we'll go into the main big ones, I think. I want to cover, I guess, like 101 how to do stuff. So we'll see. But for right now, what I want to do is I want to create a GPT for this. All right. What I'm doing, I'll try to walk through like what I'm doing is normally for like many projects and stuff, I'll create a custom GPT. This will at least help me along my way. It's not really what I'm going to be covering in this, but it's something that I do and I find useful. So you'll see me be doing that now. I have Grok on the other screen. I'm going to use that. Actually, no, I'm doing this. I'm thinking on my feet, and I don't necessarily like that. It will be the GPT's job to provide me with ways to make. I'm just going to put that there. The prompt engineer should figure it out. my gosh. All right. Please provide me with the instructions. It's coming out pretty weak sauce. And if anyone's checking out the stream right now, just going to be building a like presentation type thing for beginner level AI stuff. So what I'm doing is I'm creating custom GPT that will help me along the way. Excuse the noise in the background. I have not let anybody else know that I'm streaming at the moment. Probably have to refine this a little bit. Okay. All right, so this is going to be a little bit above. So if you've tuned in for some basic things, I'm going to be going over that in a minute. I'm just creating something real quick. Sure. I'll actually be right back. Thanks for holding there. Sure. All right, so I got an AI presenting Copilot. Excellent. What I want to do is I probably want to start with PowerPoint. I'm going to do some video, but mainly this is going to be something I can give to somebody that they can like have an instructional and just kind of bounce around the idea of how I want to do this. So almost take it as like me looking for like doing a project almost. So that's kind of what the stream's going to be about. Might put on some music, nothing too insulting for the listener. Just some maybe some like lo-fi music or something like that. Come on. All right, so we're gonna do this here. And what I want to do is not that. I want to do this. So, you gotta have me sign in. I don't want to have to sign in online. So let's see. Okay. Pretty cool. There's a cool app I found the other day that does presentations. What was that called? I don't know if I see it. It was Gamma. Yeah, this doesn't look familiar. Yes, I already did. Now, so this is Gamma. I'm using a free version of it, but this will help me do a presentation. I'll get maybe a basic, and then I won't. Okay, so. Okay. Let's see how this comes out, and then I'll refine it. I know this is turning into me basically using AI to make the presentation. to see what this comes up with too. And this is really covering a lot. Okay. I don't know about the reward system and whatnot. All right. So I wonder if I'm going to be able to add to this. So as you can see, this stream so far, not a beginner's stream tutorial, but it's me putting together, I don't know, something here. Something I want to put together like this is X. And here is how you use Grok. It will be right here. So this is one of the main things I'm going to be using here. And then this is also, this other thing is just a really good tool for sure. And I'll write some of this down. All right, so gamma.app, awesome at doing this. This is all off of free credits that I have. Okay. Just do jump right. I think that's yeah. Do my name. It's gonna be for people all over the place. This is hilarious. I love this. I don't want to leave all this. This is just okay. So I want to do this too. Go gift. Do I have that? No. We're gonna do gift camera. No, I knew I clicked the wrong thing. Gift camera is a camera app that you can make gifts on from your desktop, and I think that's what I'm going to use for putting in another presentation. And I'm going to have the Gamma one here, and I'm going to make one in PowerPoint. Anyone that's just joining, I went to gamma.app and put in an idea that was from a presentation GPT that I made. But I'm really going over just the basics of Grok and AI, and then putting that into a presentation. So that's what this whole stream's about. It's just me kind of doing that. Um, so, Odex, we got a couple screen grabs there. ahead and pause this screen here for a second. Okay. All right, cool. So if you have a PowerPoint, you can also do something in here with AI, which I want to show. I think do it in here. Not what I want to do. That's why I hate, like, sometimes doing, never mind. So, all right, we're going to do that. Snapshot animation. Okay, now with Copilot, you can, oh, come on. Do that again. I'm going to take what I got from my GPT here. I'm going to get a base, and then I'm going to do the actual step-by-steps. Yeah, I don't want any of this, actually. I want a presentation on. See what this comes up with. No. Back here. Okay. And I want to go to PowerPoint. Do it. This is the way that it's going to be creating presentations and whatnot. It's going to be all done with AI. Oh wait, so this is the whole thing. Oh, that's cool. All right. So let's see. I really thought this was going to go a different direction. Going to pivot maybe because these are basically putting together the presentation that I want to do for me, which is awesome. But I want to get more detailed on the basics and make it fun. So this is almost gamifying presenting of the Grok AI. So I'm trying to make something that I could give to someone that doesn't know anything about AI, and they'll be able to be amazed by what they find, which they'll amazed probably by signing in, but for Grok, it's going to be, you need an X account. X, probably the first question. Can you have Grok? Yes, you can have it without X, but yeah, I mean, you could definitely do it through API calls. I know that. Let's see. Gamma came out with a better presentation. This is not what I need. I mean, it's kind of exactly what I'm saying, so. I wanted to go over like different things like what are we gonna do here? All right, so let me explore Grok a little bit and just figure out what we got going on. So you can go in full mode. Calm. Nice. Need a different PFP, I think. I don't know. Anyway, so let's see. We got all the key points here. So get rid of this chat. We're going to go over just how much gamma is in a moment, because I'm going to probably use this for presentations if I ever do any. This is pretty awesome. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. All right. So this is getting a little bit nowhere, but I am going to stop this. So we got this. Cover so much up here. Get rid of this last one. Wanted to do like animations and all that, but this kind of made it nice and sweet. No. Maybe I'll do this a different way. AI sometimes is like cheat code. Sorry, this stream has turned into me basically working with the app Gamma.app. It is creating better presentations than I can ever probably create. Just trying to think of where I even wanted to go with the stream, really. I am sorry for the people that came to check it out. I'm just trying to work with this app, but it's pretty cool. I'll go over maybe some features and stuff and getting a better idea of what I'm talking about or wanting to talk about. But this has been pretty fun, so I'm gonna keep doing this if you don't mind. I like that a lot. It doesn't really go with ChatGPT, but we're gonna generate. So doing that. Let's go through some important things in ChatGPT too. So important things in Grok. We got this. Try Grok.com. Let me add on to these two. We're going to find it here. Well worth it, I think. I'm probably going to call the stream here at 9:30. I might come back on and do some, I don't know, some other things. But, well, I guess if people are starting to come in, I might as well continue doing what I'm doing. Right now, I'm trying to build on top of my gamma. From anybody that's been watching from the beginning, I kind of started with building a custom GPT to help me build basics, you know. And what I wanted to go over was stuff like in ChatGPT, when you sign in, you can go like ChatGPT, and then you can use free services here. We give details on what those free services were, but it's hard not to ask AI to do it. Like, ask AI what the current pricing is. Create things. I want to be able to display that. So this is me just thinking out loud. Sign up. Okay. I want to be able to explain this to anybody. Go here. So once this is set up, presentation somewhere. So figures that out. Might have broke it. Nope. Go back to Grok. Shouldn't be focusing on that. Okay, that's all clear. It's probably going to be what I want to explain more. Comms. Chats. Chat. Settings. Interesting. I know that they have custom instructions, but I'm wondering what I should put in for Grok. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, why wouldn't you want that? Oh, that's cool. Gotta go through the settings. Settings are the best. I'm going to just add these things to my presentation because I can't think of any other. So let's see. To be like Grok, but I would think you'd put in the most. Let's see, what's the most important settings here? Like that. See, I don't want just a go-to, like how to, and then give like every section of the settings. It's like go to settings, look around, see if there's anything there that you could do. But I want to know like what is that is going to be asked. So you can use it at grok.com. You can use it with an Outernext account. That's another question. Yes, probably with one. Good. You can ask him here. Prompting is probably the next things like what do you ask or how do you ask. That's like I would say a overly drawn out uh, thing, because I think that really just talking to or using AI, just prompting it in a certain way, to just ask it some questions and it will give you some answers. Don't have to overcomplicate it. There's ways to do better things, like one, you know, thing or the way to do it is to, give it instructions on how you want the format. So it will put out some format a certain way if you want that. Yeah, but mainly I would say going and just asking it some questions is the way to do it. There's a formal way. That is the way people want to do it, but I just talk to the AI as is. Normally I have my AIs talk to each other. But yeah, prompting is like, sorry, I gave a poor definition of what you're supposed to do. If you're prompting, you're supposed to give it instructions on what what it is going to be, not acting, but how it is supposed to behave. So what is it? It's a AI that is good at X, and then you can give it examples. You want to give it examples of what is correct. You want to give it the format that you want the output. You want to give it constraints. You want to give it, you kind of want to give it everything that you can give it, but those are like some of the bigger things. I think there's a formal, what is the formal prompting acronym? It's like clear. Let's see now. That's important. Someone said it the other day. It's a good one, and I got to remember it. But it's basically all that is you get to prompt it with the explanation of what it is. Give it examples of what you are trying to accomplish, and examples of how that's done when it was done previously. You give it the format if you want it in like tabular format. That is excellent way to get some output and put it into different documents. I've used it a bunch. What else do you do? You ask that AI prompt engineer, probably know. Yeah, that's why I'm horrible at spaces and whatnot. It's because in the scope of things, yes, like prompt engineering and doing that is a method of doing it, which is kind of why I'm looking it up. Is there should be a standard to it, but I think in my head is that if you start working with the AI, you're going to get good at getting the information you need out of the AI. That's my mentality. And it's hard because people are always worried about their prompt and whether or not their prompt is going to be perfect, and whether or not it is going to, what is the perfect prompt? Just ask the AI. So like one shot, where it has 0 examples, but so system message, 0 shot format, 1 shot format would be examples, few shot format, chain of thought. Prompt parameters. That's a new one that I hadn't thought of. So maybe this is something I can readdress. I don't even know if this got it right. See, I knew I was going to be digging down into something. It's like prompt engineering. Clear. It's R. Oh, AR. Like there's a lot, I guess. There's a lot of different ways that you can put it, but from what I found is that this is probably a good one to go by. Is the standard though? Standard. Oh. System message instruction. Okay, that makes sense. That's kind of what I was thinking, is that it stops with your output, and then we input. So sorry to dive too deep into that, but that would be a perfect prompt-ish. I guess it's no universal standard, so that is that. Okay, so let's do that then. I use AI for a lot of things, so it helps me out get the answers to even some of the, pretty straightforward standard stuff. Got asked what inference was the other day. And had a lot of ways to explain around inference, but not a way to directly explain it. So it's tough to make sure you get all the correct things. Yeah, probably just rambling here. Let's get back to what I was doing. So Grok, we've kind of gone through a lot of this. So Grok, we have settings here. I want to go with the deepest search. See? Right. So that's skippable. and I hate moving it. So let's get this corrected. I'm sorry for anyone watching the stream and just like this guy is very dry. That's what I would say that I am right now. Doing this on the fly has got me all not in the right headspace. But that's what I want to do. I want to get better at doing the streams and getting the content of what I'm trying to explain or get across. And what I'm trying to get across right now is how to get all of the basics and all of the information on these different AI tools. Okay, so we got tools. So I'm going to go here, record, presentation. So there. No, okay. Screen record, but I don't really want to do that. So those just watching or starting to watch, I'm going to go back to Gamma in a second, but Gamma.app has been the overall winner of this stream of finding or refinding something. It creates presentations and will help out with that a lot. Yeah, everything else has just been me fumbling around, and I appreciate you bearing with that. And I will continue on. Some music in the background. It's very not.
So we keep it consistent. Get had it there, right? We're gonna see that. Sorry about that. Not what I wanted to do. This music's a little let's go. Hmm. I like this one. Else. So ChatGPT. it's going to be a how-to. It's just going to be, it should be a video of just going through and testing all the settings. Hmm. My goal though. So I already created presentations that I could give people to at least do something. I want them to know, get their questions answered. By doing this, they should. I'm going to explore this a little bit more. I could totally just put this out and be like, this was on my stream, how to create this. And it would make it seem like I did a lot more in the stream. So thanks for bearing with me, anybody out there. I'm a bit of a slow speaker when I'm fumbling around doing this stuff. I apologize too much, but this deserves one. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna actually call it here because I didn't really accomplish what I was trying to do. But if anybody needs to put together a presentation, I would say go to gamma.app. Check it out. It definitely is worthy of, yeah, a look. I mean, it put together a presentation better than I could. And I think if I spent a little bit more time, I'd get exactly what I was looking for. Another shout out to the GIF app here. You could see what it created. No. Well, that didn't come out right, but there we go. So we're going to edit that. Yeah. So appreciate you checking out the stream, and I'll be making some more, but we'll be a bit more prepared for any others that I do. I guess have a good rest of your night.